Hello guys, another video from my car as every Saturday, and today I want to talk about side projects. In 2023, as a new year, you probably have a lot of ideas what to achieve, and some of those ideas may involve side projects outside of your work, or maybe if you are freelancing full-time working for yourself, you have an idea for some startup business or something like that. A lot of developers do because we can code, we can create products, but it's a very different mindset from creating a product to releasing something for profit. And in this video, I want to give you two reasons. In fact, it's the same reason, but in two different stages, why those side projects typically fail from what I've seen. I'm 20 years in business and I've seen a lot of them fails, a few pretty recently from people in my Twitter audience. And even before mentioning those two reasons, the first thing, if you want to start a side project for money, for profit, act like that from the very first day. Side project is not building code. It's not a GitHub repository. If you want to earn money, you need to treat it like a business. From day one, you need to think about customers, marketing material. So how will you present the project for it to be sellable? So people would buy, how you would attract them, where they are, who is the audience, and stuff like that. It's all about sales and marketing. And I know it doesn't sound sexy for developers, but that's the only way to actually earn enough money from your side project, which may become the main project in the future. As it happened actually for me with Quick Admin Panel back in the day, when it started generating enough money to sustain one person, one developer full-time. Now, two reasons why those side projects would fail. First reason is that developer is usually obsessed with the idea, but not with the customers and their problems. So for example, you're obsessed with creating a new forum because you think that all the forums sucks at the moment, but have you researched if people even need the forums these days? You are excited about the idea to use AI for something, or OpenAI or ChatGPT. Okay, that's cool, that's your side project, but have you ever asked anyone, do they need the thing that you're creating? And does it solve any of the actual problems? A lot of side projects are actually cool things, cool to play around, cool to show off to fellow developers, but don't solve enough problems so people would pay for that. And this is also an important thing. If you're starting a hobby, call it a hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be totally satisfied and happy if your side project takes off as a small community project where you show your skills with something. So the first typical reason why side projects fail is that developer is obsessed and cares about the idea in their head instead of talking to actual people who would need the idea and talk about their problems, which would be solved with that idea. And then the second reason comes when the project is actually launched. There's a classical myth of, if I build it, they will come. That is not the case. And even if they do come to take a look at your idea, that happens usually on the first day, when your launch is happening, when you are on product hunt or famous anywhere else. And if you are not good enough at communicating the value of the product and continuing the effort of actually presenting the product, promoting the product, then day one is basically all you have as a spike, and then it slowly dies down. Of course, there are exceptions, but multiple times I've seen this trend happening for side projects of developers. So day one is, yay, we launched, everything is fine, cool, high five everyone, 300 likes on Twitter. And then a month later, just a random tweet of how's it going with the project, not so many users or customers, and then slowly developer realizes that the actual long-term work with side project is not about the launch. Launch is just the beginning. So the second reason why side projects fail is that developers often don't work enough on the promotion and the marketing side after the launch. They think that the launch is the main day, where it actually isn't. And again, it's kind of tied to the reason one, you need to talk to your customers before starting, then constantly asking for their feedback in the creation process, and then after you launch. Again, you need to solve their problems, so talk to them, what you need to improve, what features do they need. And actually from their problem, you may realize what to tweet about. So your marketing materials or your content, whatever you use for promotion in the future, it may come from the real words from real people that you talk to. So these are just random thoughts about side projects which you may start in 2023 or beyond. I hope it would shift your mindset a bit from just coding a side project and creating a cool thing, which is a hobby, to maybe creating a business and treat it as a business. That's it for now, and see you guys in other videos.